All right, so it's 5 o'clock. We might as well get rolling. First off, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for coming to our first one. Glad to have you guys. If you guys could throw in your state and your member number, that would be super cool. I would just like everyone to kind of get to know each other, chatting a little bit. So Tyler will be monitoring the chat. So anytime something important is in there, he'll let me know. Otherwise, he will be chatting with you as well. So the plan for today is just to I made a little PowerPoint just to touch on a few things about BDOA, a couple of updates about where we are, kind of the goals and the vision for the year. And then, can you admit people, Tyler, or is that always me? Probably just me, huh?
Yeah, I can't do anything right now.
Dang. Okay. Yo, Keith, welcome.
Thank you. How you doing?
Doing all right. Xavier and whoever just else came in, I missed your name. Sorry. Welcome. All right.
What's up, everybody?
What's happening? If you want to throw your name and your member number and your state into the chat, that would be dope. That way everyone can kind of meet everyone in chat. So like I was saying, we're just going to run through a quick PowerPoint and then talk about BDOA, where we're at. We'll talk about chapters. We'll introduce some of our chapter presidents. We got a couple here right now. And then we will open it up so everyone can talk. We can all bullshit. If you guys have any ideas, plans, whatever it might be, want to talk about yourself, what you do, we will have it. Oopsies. Sorry, I'm trying to. There we go. All right, let me share my screen. So, if you guys don't know, I'm Hayden. I am Mr. 001. I started this. I got my card right here. Started this about 1.5 years ago and have been building it ever since. I started BDOA because I like to drink. I love beer culture, and I used to do a lot of parties and events when I was in college. So that was really something I enjoyed. I love bringing people together, making sure they had a good time, and I like doing kind of things out of the ordinary. So with chapters and the whole organization, it's based around like bringing people together and making sure everyone can have a community and not just a night out. Dang, this is going to be tough with people coming in all the time. Yo, everyone that just joined. If you want to drop your name, member number, and your state in the chat, that would be great. Also, if you could mute yourself. Let's see. Thank you. So, like I said, I'm Hayden, number 001. And what we're going to talk about is the current status about BDOA. We're going to go over chapters. We're going to talk about a little bit of news and events, and then we're just going to open it up to a discussion for everyone. So let me get this out of the way here. So currently we have around 2,800 members. We started with, at this time last year, we had 451 members. So we've added 2,350 since May 15 last year, which is big. You can see everyone on the map. This kind of shows where we got some hot spots. A lot of people on the East Coast. Florida, Texas is another big one. California is currently our biggest state. Sorry about that. California is our biggest state with 270 members, I think. Dang, how am I going to do this? Dun, dun, dun. Let me change one thing. What's the highest number we got? Member number here we got so far. 182. That's definitely not the highest number. It was close.
What's up, my mic on?
All right.
Hey, it looks like 2719 is the highest number we have in the chat right now.
Nice. Tyler, if you want to do me a solid, can you look on how we can change it so you don't have to give permission?
Yeah, let me look at it real quick.
Thank you. So with these golden stars, you can see around the map, these are our 5 chapters that we have. We added 4 this year so far. So we have Salem, Oregon, where I am from. where my whole crew is from. We have West Virginia with Tyler. We have Minnesota with Michael. We have Michigan with Paul. And then we just added our latest one in California with Jerry. So in a little bit, I'll have all of them come through and they will give a little introduction. It's not just me building the chat or building the organization now. All of them have been bringing people in, bringing people into their chapters, making sure everyone can kind of hang out, have a good time. And we've been doing a lot of meetings, which has been huge. So,
Hey Hayden, do you have a host control button?
let me see here. Yeah.
It says if you go to your host controls or your meeting access setting in Google during an active call, you can change it to open.
Meeting, chat with everyone, meeting tools.
Meeting tools, probably, yeah.
Not here. Host controls.
I have no idea.
Open. Got it. Solid. Thank you.
I blame Tyler.
Sorry, guys. As I get kind of work through this, we'll be better next time, but figuring it all out. So this is kind of where we're at right now. We're 2,800 members. We've grown massively in the last year. The goal for the year is to reach 10,000. So we're kind of growing a little bit slow, but we're adding around 200 members kind of per month, which is big. So the next big thing is chapters. Really want to push for this over this year. We have 5 currently, but this is where the organization kind of comes together, and it's not just a virtual thing like we're doing now, but we actually have people on the ground meeting up at bars, coming together, enjoying it. It helps us run events. It helps us partner with breweries. Like here in Salem, we partnered with a brewery. So anytime a member goes to the bar, to the brewery, you get $1 off, you get deals on your drinks, and there's always members hanging out there, so you always have someone that you know and you can meet up with. It's really about having that active real world community built by members at the local level. So we give our chapters freedom to do whatever they want. We work with them to not only build on that and bring more people in, but we also, every time they sign up a new member, we give them $1 back. They can use that money to do whatever they want in the chapters. We've been running events, tournaments, challenges. We have the Michigan chapter, which has been really, they go to a different brewery every month, and then they have that they have that brewery give back to the local community. So they have them give 10% of all the proceeds from the evening, and they're really doing some good in the community. So I'd like to see this, and that's something they came up by themselves. So it's really cool that they're kind of coming up with what they want to be as a community and as a chapter and representing themselves in that way.
Hey, really quick. Hey, Michael, can you guys in Cannon Falls, you guys have a lot of background noise right now?
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not sure why we have a lot of background noise. I mean, we're at a brewery, but
Gotta mute yourself. I'll do it. Muted. Chris, you're gonna get muted too. So this also gives members leadership opportunities within BDOA. So our 5 chapters and our presidents at those chapters have been communicating with me. We've been working together to kind of build out the organization, in which I would really like more members to become a part of. Just kind of giving ideas and suggestions on what they want to see with the organization, as well as within their chapters as we build those out. So I would love to hear more from you guys, and that's kind of what the end of the discussion is about, is to talk about what you would like to see with the organization, where you would like to take it, and anything else that might get more people involved with what we're doing. So just talking about features and some happenings. Every month we do the member photo posts. The goal with this is, on Instagram I post the 20 best photos. It's biased, it's all by me. So 20 best photos that I think I received during that month, and I make a post. The goal with this is to actually make an end of the year calendar. So next year, all of these members will be on our BDOA calendar. We have our Facebook groups. We're trying to bring everyone together in one location on Facebook, building that community, try to help you guys reach out to each other and find people around you. We don't have a great way for us to all communicate yet. The future plan is to get an app of some sort so we can all communicate, talk directly to each other, find other members that we're around, or when we're traveling. I know a lot of us kind of move around for work and whatever. So it'd be cool to be able to reach out to other members and meet up with them while you're out and about. We have the BDOA newsletter, which I love to feature our members in anything that they want to, even self-promotion. Hey, I do this kind of work. I do this. I'm looking for this. That's kind of what the newsletter is about, and just making sure you guys have access to the news. Talking about their hobbies, activities, and businesses. We have a chapter tool, so that's tracking all of our chapters now, and it talks about the growth that they each have throughout the month. So that this is kind of turning into a competition in itself, where chapters can compete against each other. We have the plaque, the championship plaque, so everyone can compete for that, get their name on it. Currently, that's in West Virginia. Unfortunately, it's not here in Oregon. I would love to get that back. But anytime we have a national event, your name goes on the plaque. And in order to host that, you have to have a chapter. So Tyler won the last one. And since he has a chapter, he's currently holding on to it. I think he sleeps with it every night. We have chapter recognition and award. We also do so we do the trivia with prizes. So we give out the white BDOA hat. This summer, we're doing a beer pong tournament, beer Olympics, working on a home run derby, golf long drive competition, and more virtual events like this so we can all meet and get together. One thing about most of these events that we are planning, they're very chapter focused. So if there's not a chapter, it's a little bit harder to get involved. And that's why I'm really making that push for those. But I'd like more virtual events. So more things like these meetups. I'd like to do these once a month and kind of narrow down this introduction where we don't have to talk so much about BDOA, and we just open it up to all you guys, do some games, events. That way we can all kind of come together and build that community. We are a social group, and so I feel that we really need to start leaning into that and trying to forge more connections between all of us. So that was just kind of a quick overview about BDOA. I do want to open it up to our chapter presidents right now. Give them about 30 seconds to kind of introduce themselves, tell all of us where they're from, talk about their chapter a little bit, and then we'll move on from there. So we'll start with Tyler, then we'll go to Michael, and then we'll go to Jerry. And after all of that, we'll open it up to discussions with everyone else.
Cool. Hey, what's up, everybody? Tyler here from West Virginia. As Hayden mentioned, I do have the plaque here with me today. So always good to have that. No, so we started our chapter in December of 2025 in West Virginia. Currently up to 116 members in our chapter, which is the highest in the nation right now. So that is something we pride ourselves on. And I'm also helping Hayden out, try to set up new chapters. So if you guys are interested in anything, reach out to myself, reach out to Hayden. And if you have any questions, we're definitely very open. So thank you guys.
Michael, you want to jump in there? You got to unmute. There you go.
Oh. I'm Michael. We started our chapter this year, a few months ago. Just looking for other people like us that enjoy drinking beer, hanging out. Is the whole purpose of our and we're actually at our main meeting with us as well. So
nice. Yeah. So you can see the flag behind Michael. So anytime we start a chapter, we send out the flag. Usually we've been signing it. I think everyone's been signing it, but it's really cool that Michael's able to kind of tune in from his chapter meeting today. To give you just a quick thing before Jerry jumps in here, Paul actually held his meeting. I don't think he's in the chat, but Paul held his meeting 2 nights ago. He brought 32 people in for his get together. And they do that every month. So he's really on top of it. And like I said, they've been kind of giving back to the community and everything. So Jerry, you want to jump in there? Jerry's made a whole PowerPoint himself.
No, I did. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, just kind of like slipped out of work for a bit right now, just being a team player. I'm grateful for this organization. Francis, he's managing our social media. Him and Jonathan, our VP, for just visibility and just to show what a great community this is. The reason we started is because we like beer, we like community, we love vibing. We're very diverse, and we would be drinking regardless, but not having this chapter and the organization as a whole through the help of Hayden, I think that's kind of like a blessing in the sense where we have guidance, but then we have a bigger infrastructure that can facilitate tons of awesome, great future times. We've been a chapter probably for a month at the most, maybe 3 weeks. We had our first get together May 2nd, I want to say, and then we did all the signatures maybe April 5th or April 9th. So we're blessed. But yeah, a lot of us, we've known each other for like 15, 20 plus years. So yeah, we're only like at 30 right now. So maybe one day we'll be the chapter with the biggest numbers. But until then, we're just blessed and happy to be part of you guys. And thank you for all the support. Hayden. We love you.
Thanks, Jerry. So it's not just about drinking beer. Jerry does a lot of like bike ridings and he does different types of get-togethers. So any type of event, we don't really have to, go out there and be known as like a binge drinking or that type of organization. I know I get a lot of feedback from different people that don't want to join the organization because of that. So it's more about just doing the things that we all love and making sure we kind of have a group and community to be able to do that kind of stuff. So that was kind of everything that we had from our side. And I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Introduce yourself, anything that you would like to talk about. If you have questions, ideas, whatever it might be, I would love to open it up to you guys.
Mic check. Can you guys hear me?
We got you, Francis.
Hey, what's going on, party people? My name is Francis. I'm actually here with my boy here in LA. So I do call myself a social media director, right? I just dropped our handle on the chat. So if you guys have a local um, Instagram, go ahead and drop it. We'll follow you. Again, just a group, to hang out, talk, eat. I might want to also be called the official shit talker in the group. Just talking shit is free and it's fun. So looking forward to someday just thinking out loud, doing a road trip, right? So LA, come visit us. We got you.
Love it, Francis. Thank you. I think you're gonna have some competition for the best shit talker, though. I saw a lot of people nodding when you mentioned that. Go for it, Raymond. Did you want to say?
So, I'm Raymond. I'm over here in Orlando, Florida specifically. I'm member 1083, and I've been a member for just under a year, give or take. And I do have the aspirations to become one of the chapter presidents over here in Florida. Now, just like with Texas, California, and all the other bigger states that are out there are a few members that are here, but they're everywhere at the same time. Fortunately, I do have a podcast where I review different restaurants, distilleries, and breweries that I've been doing for almost 2 years now, about the same time that Beer Drinkers of America have been around. And that gives me the opportunity to be able to, visit other places throughout the state of Florida, anyways, and be able to meet up with other members. So if there are any other Florida members on here, please reach out to Hayden, and he should be able to direct you over to me. I'd love to be able to have a pint with you, or shotgun a beer, or, well, you know how this stuff goes.
Thanks, buddy.
Absolutely.
Florida is one of our bigger states. Let me pull up some numbers here. So looks like Florida has 102. So currently West Virginia's chapter has you beat. So we're gonna need to really up those numbers. California has the most. They have 277 members. Michigan 122. New York with 130. Texas has 228. So you guys are the second biggest. And then my poor Oregon only has 128.
And with all the breweries that you guys have out there too.
There's a brewery like every block.
You say it like it's such a bad thing.
We're lucky out here. Anybody else? What do you guys think? Any favorite breweries, beers that you want to kind of talk about? If you want to do some self promo as well, that's cool.
Well, so I do have a question. Have you reached out to any breweries in general, whether it be big, like small mom and pop operations, big operations, anything of that nature, to potentially help out with growing beer drinkers of America?
So I have partnered with a brewery here in town in Salem. With our chapter, we were able to use our membership and get those deals that I was talking to you about. So we do a lot of events there. We also, anytime that you show up, you can get $1 off your beer. So that's one thing. I haven't reached out to anyone big. I would love to eventually get some sponsors, but not to say anybody. But I would love to see something like that. Uh, I really look to other chapters in their local areas once they have the membership to kind of reach out to bars and breweries that they like and start working with them. So, like I said, Paul has done a great job with this. He goes to a different brewery each month and gets them to donate 10% of their proceeds to the local food bank. So that's something that's been really, really cool. I know Tyler has been working, he works a lot with, do you want to talk about it, Tyler?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we work a lot with all of our local bars. We've actually got several festivals reaching out to us right now. We've got a festival coming up Saturday that we're volunteering at. If we get, so many tickets sold, they're going to give us a table. I've got another festival coming up in September that they've already reached out to us about. Several bar owners are reaching out to us just because of the amount of business we bring in. We've been facilitating a lot of events like the Mario Kart, the Uno, plus we do our own little things. We're about to do a dart tournament. We're looking at some cornhole events. So with the 116 members we have here in West Virginia, we are finding out that we're big enough now to start making a difference, especially in these locally owned bars, these small town bars, and with a close knit community like West Virginia, everybody's kind of talking about it. So they're reaching out. Our Facebook page is kind of blowing up, and we do have a lot of businesses that are very interested in us. So if that's something you're looking forward to, reach out to me. I can definitely give you some tips.
One of the things that we are gonna actually be doing, we partnered with a brewery. We're gonna be doing actually a couple of them. We're gonna be doing a food drive at the start of late October, early November, for Thanksgiving, and then we're gonna do Toys for the Cause with the same couple breweries. Toys for St. Jude Hospital, which I think is a national hospital, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that kind of stuff, and like Tyler said, we're also looking at doing a dart tournament as well, where whatever city we happen to be in, like right now we're in Minnetonka. Say we're at a local bar in Mankato. All of the proceeds from that dart tournament will go to their local food shelf or homeless shelter, whatever needs our help more. It's a lot of just putting our name out there, showing that there's more to it than just tossing back a couple cold ones. We actually do good things for the community and just making a presence out there and trying to bring people on as we go.
So kind of piggybacking off it, thank you, Michael.
Yeah.
The idea of chapters is to kind of give you guys all the autonomy to do what you want and what you see fit, in line with, of course, regulations, laws. Let's not be shitty people, kind of thing. But so if you do want to do these, like reach out and work with these causes, do that kind of stuff, that's great. If there's a certain bar or brewery in your neighborhood that you want to work with, partner with, I'm here to help you guys do that. And like Tyler said, once you kind of have the membership and the weight behind it, it's much easier to start partnering with these locations and kind of getting more out of what this membership is supposed to be. Right now, since we're all kind of spread out around the country, it's hard to say, hey, I'm a member. Can I get some sort of deal with when you're just by yourself? But once we see these chapters of 20, 25, 30, or, upwards of 50, ours here has 70, Tyler's has 100. It gets a lot easier to start partnering with these bars and breweries.
Yeah, this is Kurt here. I also wanted to jump in from like the North Texas DFW area. I kind of already have a little bit of a head start. I work part-time at Petticoa's Brewing Company here in Dallas. They're the oldest independently operated brewery in the city of Dallas. And they're pretty well tied in with the Texas Craft Brewers Guild and a lot of the breweries around DFW. I've already kind of initially, because I yesterday kind of started talking with Hayden about wanting to set up like a DFW chapter here in the near future pretty soon. I've already kind of put mention out there to Petty Cola, the brewery that I work at. They're always down to partner with organizations like this, and have a lot of ins with some other breweries in the area as well. As well as I'm pretty saturated in the nightlife scene around Dallas a lot too, so can definitely help out with finding members and finding places where members will enjoy to meet up and socialize and things like that. There's always something going on around Dallas, around DFW, especially around drinking and beer. Lots of beer festivals and stuff too that we can potentially become a part of.
Nice, thank you, Kurt. So we do have like a pretty strong community. Everyone's kind of has their own expertise and what they're talking, what they like to do, what they know about. So that's the whole, like I keep saying, the whole goal is to bring us closer together and make sure that we can all kind of work together. So like Kurt, he's saying he's tapped in with the DFW area. He has experience in building that community and building kind of that nightlife and bringing people in together and doing cool ass shit. So I think there are people in the community that are able to do this, and it would be great to have you guys start speaking a lot more. Yeah, Savannah.
Sorry, this is my wife's laptop.
I'm gonna keep calling you Savannah. I'm gonna keep calling you Savannah.
Samuel here, member 668. I'm just curious on how y'all are going about getting other people to join, because I've got buddies and stuff that are beer enjoyers, but I'm having a hard time getting them to join because I don't know how to explain the selling points. I guess the two members I got to join, I bought both of those memberships, one of them being my wife. So
Nice.
If I may on this one,
go for it, bud.
Sorry. A lot of it is so like me personally, one of the things that I did to help myself when I'm out at the bar, at a brewery, I actually have my own business cards, and on the back is our QR code, which is a direct link to our chapter sign up. And it just, like, since we've been here, I've already handed out 2, and I've got a small stack we're going to disperse throughout the brewery. But
we've already talked to multiple people about that, asked about it too.
Yeah, I mean,
and that had questions, so we kind of talked about it. And they're like, they kind of seemed interested. And it's like, well, we're just trying to get our name out there. So
a lot of places, like if you partner with like a brewery or a bar, and you can get them to do like $1 off a drink or something like that for card holding members. That's another benefit that BDOA members have, and you can use that as a selling point to try to get more people to join.
okay, definitely.
how many did we get the last meeting?
Our last meeting, so this is actually our second meetup. Our first meeting in April was we had almost 30 people, and
half of them signed up that day.
Yeah.
No, that's March.
No, it was April or March.
Sorry,
March.
yeah,
Sorry,
March.
End of March, early April. Either way, we had quite a few people that signed up that day. Just being there, seeing what we do, hanging out with us, just talking about it. And a lot of it, honestly, in my opinion, is just talking to people, going up, striking up a conversation with someone at the bar while you're waiting to get another beer or something like that.
Nice, thank you, Michael.
Of course.
I do want to piggyback off of that, but Raymond, did you want to chime in real quick as well?
Yeah, so one thing that I am in the process of working on, it's not fully operational just yet, but one thing that I've done for my personal podcast channel was in the process of manufacturing 3D printed medallions with QR codes on the back that also have RFID chips on there. So if you can't scan it, you can tap it and hold on to it. One thing that I would be willing to donate to the Beer Drinkers of America is for each chapter that has a fully fledged chapter, let me go ahead and bring you on a medallion. Let me go ahead and make sure that everything is set up for you guys, because this gets attention any and everywhere that you go to. That's how I've been able to grow my channel, and it's my gift to all the chapters that are out there.
That is solid. Thank you. That would definitely
Absolutely.
that would get my attention for sure. I was already
Absolutely.
amazed. To piggyback back off of both of those, a lot. So kind of what they're talking about is once we have that established chapter, it's a lot easier. But I know for most people, we don't. There's just not the chapter, and we don't have that group of people that is really driving as that force. I'd say when you're first getting started, showing off your card a lot is one of the best things to do. A lot of people like it just because it's a novelty type of thing. But once you kind of like just bust that out, try to give it to the bartender, say like, "Hey, I heard I get a free drink," but just shoot the shit with them, right? Joke around like that. If a couple of you are out and you can show your cards around, people will get interested. And then kind of telling them about the benefits that we do have. So when you are a smaller group or you don't have a chapter yet, I mean, we have trivia every week where we do have prizes and giveaways. We have these, we're going to start doing these virtual meetups where we can talk to everyone, get together. We're also going to be, like we said, we talk about chapters, we talk about the national competition. So this week, 2 people hit me up in the last week or so that they want to do like a beer shotgunning type of competition. So we're going to have these national competitions as well. I'll put that forward after this weekend. And whoever has the fastest time will get like a shirt, we'll get some prizes, and all that stuff's for free. So as long as once you're a member, you can start getting those prizes, you can enter in the competitions. And really it's, once we do get that community aspect, it gets a lot easier to start bringing people in. I know for Tyler, and if he wants to touch upon this when he gets a chance, he started out small. It was just him and a couple other people. But once they were going out as a group, more people kind of took notice, and it was just 2 or 3, and then it was 4 or 5, and then just like seeing people having that good time. But getting started is really definitely the most difficult part. Tyler, you want to jump in?
Yeah, man, I'm definitely. You kind of hit it right on the nail. Excuse me. Yeah, we started out, pretty small. We had our 20 initial, and we were probably bringing 8 to 10 people into the bar, per night. And really, once we all started getting our cards, we started taking pictures. Once you start taking those pictures, people are going to kind of come up and start being like, "Hey, what is this?" And they'll start talking to you just initially. From there, honestly, we got a bunch of the bartenders on board. And then if they're already bartending and they've got their card, they're going to show it off to their regulars, their customers. They're going to do some of the heavy lifting for you. And then your pictures just keep growing. So if any of you all follow us on Facebook, you'll see pretty much every night there's at least 20, 30 people that are posting their, pictures, and it's all a big group. So not only do you have the camaraderie that Hayden's been talking about that we're building, but you also just keep growing every day because you're showing the card off, you're showing the merch off, and it kind of does its own job for you.
Thanks, Tyler. Savannah, I'm going to keep calling you Savannah. Do you want to kind of touch upon maybe some of the difficulties you've had with, like, can you talk more about how it's been difficult to bring people in?
So for me, I'm focusing mainly on people that I know, my friend groups, stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, I'm part of this group, and I think I just have a hard time just kind of explaining like the camaraderie part. And I'm like, yeah, we all drink beer and we send pictures of our beers, and they're like, why am I going to pay money for that? I'm like, it's a one-time fee.
Mm-hmm.
But minus that, it's just hard to explain, I guess.
Hey, Sam, just to kind of chime in there. Honestly, what I started at the beginning, we started just a public Facebook group.
Yeah.
And I just started inviting everybody from my friend list. So it wasn't even people that, I was close to immediately.
Mm-hmm.
You just start inviting those. And then from there, kind of spider webs out. So people start seeing it. People are going to tag their other friends in it and be like, hey, where can I get this? Next thing you know, I think we're up to like 220 people in our Facebook group alone.
Gotcha.
And it just kind of starts spreading like wildfire. So if you start doing that and you are available to answer the questions, because they're going to come to you. But as far as like the recruiting aspect itself, just getting out there in front of people. Like I said, taking those pictures, showing the cards off, posting things. And at first, I promise it's gonna seem a little redundant. You're going to be the only person doing it, but people are going to start following along after they see that you're really into it and that it's something you believe about.
Definitely. Okay.
So you can also bring us into the conversation. So if you do say you decide to start that Facebook group, you can bring me in. I would love to be a part of that conversation. I will definitely get in there and talk with you. I know Tyler is about all that, and I'm sure there's a lot of other members that would jump in there too and kind of hang out and talk with you. Because it does suck when you're first starting.
Yeah.
When I first started trying to build this thing, I would hit up my friends like every day. and then like, well, we'll see how, but I think the biggest thing is just staying on them, and if you can just keep showing them the benefits. I know the benefits can be kind of hard to explain right now, but bringing us all together, camaraderie, and then the real benefits, like I keep saying, is like when we have that chapter. So that first 20 is just super hard to get when you're starting off. But once you get up to double digits, if you think about it, let's say you bring in 9 people by yourself. If each of those 9 people bring in one more person, you're at your 20, right? So it's like once you get that group going, just kind of lean on them and push them a little bit to start attracting at least one person.
Yeah.
And
we're working on trying to start a Houston chapter, so, or at least a Houston area chapter. It's a big area.
Yeah.
Hayden, you kind of want to touch on the updated chapter requirements too that we talked about. That might also help some people.
Yeah. So we've been talking in the chapter leaders. Tyler and I have been doing a lot of discussing. From that 1 to 20, it just seems like pretty killer. It's like, oh man, how am I going to get those next 19? So what we've kind of set up is we want to look for 5 people to initially start the process. So you, a president and a vice president, and then 3 other supporting members. So we have those 5 people. Once we have those 5 people, we bring you into, we have a group chat on Instagram where we all talk about strategies and ideas and how to bring more people in. So we're in there and we kind of support you and do a little hand holding throughout the process and make sure that we can kind of help you. So for example, Tyler has done a great job of making a bunch of flyers and posters. When he started out, he used to post those, and I'm sure he still does. He posts those around bars and breweries and just all over the place. So we have resources like that that can help you kind of gain interest, and you just slap a QR code on there and people, they see the name and they get excited. So that's kind of one thing. I got you, Keith, just 1 second. So we have set up this 5 kind of member stage, and then we bring you into the group and we start talking and we start working with you to get to that next 20. And of course, as I bring in more people just through the different ads that I use and through organic on Instagram and Facebook, I will keep pushing more members that are in your area to you. So Keith, yeah, man.
Yeah, so I'm Keith. I'm in York, Pennsylvania. Newer member of 2163. And I was even thinking about that. So if you have some type of flyer, because there is a brew pub that I'm a regular at. I'm there, pretty much sometimes Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The owners, he's a retired from the Marines. He does a lot with that, and they do a lot of different special events and stuff throughout the week. And I want, everybody over there that works there knows me. So it's just kind of like, what kind of flyer that I could hang up on their bulletin board and start talking to people where people see that, where they could reach out to me to try to build up a chapter here in York.
Cool. I just wrote down. So Keith, I will send you the resources that we do have, and I'll make sure to at least I'll get you a QR code pretty quickly. So for me, one of the best things that I've done with this is just having like a QR code saved in my photo album. And then anytime that I start talking to people about my card or I show them and they get a little interest, I just show them that QR code and then they can scan it immediately.
Right. Sounds good. Thanks.
Solid. So I will definitely send you that stuff, Keith.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
So one other thing, kind of going back just a titch, kind of piggybacking off of what Tyler and Hayden said, specifically with the pictures, but like Hayden said at the beginning, you could see our flag behind us, our chapter flag. We just put it up at the brewery that we're at. We have a reserved space that they were gracious enough to donate to us, and everyone has looked at our flag, and the couple people we've talked to, we started the conversation off because they saw our flag. And then one of them specifically overheard our initiative, what we want to do, what our plans are, what we're going to be doing. And as he left, he's like, hey, keep up the good work. I like what you're doing with the community inclusion. So even small stuff like that, if you have a BDOA hat, somebody's gonna, you might not think so, but somebody will see it and be like, hey, what's that hat? What is it? And that there is your opportunity to talk about us.
Thank you, Michael. So yeah, anytime you can kind of get the logo out there and talk about it, that is great. So I have Andrew and Virgil going. We'll start with Andrew, and then Virgil will jump to you after that.
Hey guys, what's going on? Andrew, Texas, member 2719. My question is as far as like chapter wise, are we doing kind of like one per state? Because I know I heard DFW, Houston area, we kind of just wherever they can grow and flourish.
So yeah, as long as the main requirements of having a chapter is 20 members in a local area. So I would prefer if it was like, maybe 30 to 40 miles max. We don't really want to be driving too much.
Yeah, for sure.
But as many chapters as that we can get going, that's going to be great. One, it's going to make sure everyone can have a spot that's close enough to them that they can meet up and drive safely.
Mhm.
Again, we don't want to be driving drunk and doing all that kind of stuff. That's no good. And then it creates more competitions in between chapters. So like we were talking about the championship plaque earlier, I don't like West Virginia because they currently have the championship plaque and it drives me crazy. So that really sucks. So if you can build a chapter where you're at, you are more than welcome to.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Virgil?
Hey, everybody, it's Virgil, member 2223. I just have a quick question. Maybe it's already been put out. I've been kind of busy as this meeting's been going on. But as far as the QR code, can you post that on like Facebook or something so we can all just access it? Would that be possible?
Yeah, I can definitely do that.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. I will just put a link to it in the chat real quick. Let me do that. Loving the questions. Thank you guys. Keep them coming. If anyone else has anything, let's hear them. You can also, let us know what's your favorite beer? What's your favorite brewery? We can start generating some conversations like that. We can get people going.
Yeah, I would also like to say really quick, just on to that, like Hayden mentioned, we are a social group. If you guys aren't in the official Facebook page, make sure you guys get in that. The more, growth we can see in that, the more engagement we can see in that, obviously the better. And then like Hayden said, we might start looking for sponsorships soon too, and they're going to track all of that. So even if it's just posting a picture of your card, posting a picture of the beer you're having that night, or just bullshit with some of your buddies on there, it's going to go a long way.
Yes. Thank you, Todd. Savannah?
Yeah, Savannah here. You mentioned favorite beers. Shout out to German Beers. Drinking Pauliner Hefeweizen right now.
All right, solid. I don't think I've ever had that beer. Not gonna lie. Dude, on the West Coast, we don't, like, all you East Coast people that talk about your beers and everything, we don't get anything. I can't find
I get lucky because my company's German, so I go to Germany. I went to Germany twice last year, and then I got spoiled. Now I'm pretty particular over beers.
You're hooked.
That purity wall.
Keith?
Yeah, I wanted to bring up, so when I got my package, you had the sticker in there, and I'm the one that put it on my windshield on my back window of my car. And no, it didn't hold up with the weather. Now, right next to that sticker is the brew pub that I go to all the time. Which is Aviator Brew Hub in Stewartstown. So I was going to say, I do want, if you can get one of those stickers more like a window sticker, because then it'll go on the back of my windshield and back of cars, people will see it, But again, like I said, the one I've got now, I got that when I got my membership, and it's, I pretty much have to take it off now because it's pretty beat up.
Okay.
So definitely a window sticker style that would last.
Cool, solid, thank you. I've heard that a couple times. You might have mentioned it to me before as well.
Yep.
But it sounds like the stickers are not really standing up against the weather, so it's not good.
The stickers are hard, especially with all the different inks that are out there.
This is Kurt again from Texas, member 1786. I just want to throw out there, of course, I work part-time at a local brewery here, which I got a lot of my favorite beers. They don't distribute outside of the DFW area though; they're very local. But I did also want to mention those in the Dallas DFW area. If you're a soccer fan with the World Cup coming up, the owners of my brewery are huge soccer fans. We're going to have on the tap room's going to be open. We're going to have on every match game for the World Cup coming up this summer. So if y'all are interested in the area, come check it out for sure if you've never been.
That is cool.
But I'm also currently drinking the Hefeweizen from Petty Cole's Brewing as well.
Do you guys?
That's Hefeweizen.
Yeah.
Do you guys distribute outside of Texas?
No, we're really only in about a 50-mile radius of the brewery in Dallas. So most of the DFW, you'll find our stuff on tap or in cans. But yeah, they're still very, very local, very small, very microbrew. But I've been around for 14 years. Yeah. Owners are big on focusing more on quality than quantity and spreading out too thin. So
Gonna need you to bootleg some to Oregon for me. 28 hours to do it all the way here.
Yeah, I'm always down for a beer trade.
Smoking and Abandoned all over again.
Yeah, thank you. At least someone got it. Thank you.
Hayden, I got a question for you, and this is slightly way off topic, but do you have like an office or something, or is that like your bedroom with all the BDOA stuff behind you?
Yeah, I'm just sitting on my bed here, man, just talking to you guys. That's what I do on my work.
Hey, I like it.
No, this is office in my house. So everything that I do I'm like big into memorabilia, nostalgia, everything that I like, everything I print and make, I hang it up on the wall. So like up here we have the 1,000 member poster. So all first 1,000 members, they have their name on this poster and their state, which is really cool.
Oh, nice. So I'm on there?
Yeah, if you're in the first 1,000. And then these are just different ones from our events. This was the 1,000 member announcement. We have our Uno tournament here. This is the beer pong tournament that we did last summer. We just got done with the Mario Kart tournament here. We had a pretty sweet trophy, and then we had some of these keychains made up for the winners.
80 degrees outside. So he's like
everything we do kind of we slap up here.
He gets it. He's like,
nice.
I'm like, did you get that fucking?
I like it.
He's like, yeah, I did.
Thank you.
Like what?
Hayden, if I may interject.
Go for it.
So effectively what you're trying to do is create a triple A for beer drinking. That would be the best way to summarize it. Or be able to sell it over to people. In my opinion, anyways. You're part of a national group that allows you to get discounts at different breweries. I really do love the concept that you have going on here. Because, I mean, everybody needs a drinking buddy at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's not just about like going out and meeting. I mean, we can all go out and meet random people at the bar, but I really like to have, I personally like to connect with people a lot more than that. So having like continuous people that you can meet up with, a community that you can kind of come together with and do different activities, do different things, or just meet with, is kind of what I'm looking at. A AAA, that's a good way to put it. If you guys are familiar with like Elks Club, that's kind of similar to what we're going for. But yeah, just trying to bring people together, make sure everyone has someone to kind of hang out with, meet up with, and have a good time with.
So that was something that was just reminded me of too, and I think I mentioned it earlier. Like the brewery I work at as part of the Texas Craft Brewers Guild. I don't know if other states have similar types of things. If y'all have looked into maybe reaching out to those organizations statewide as well, which definitely help kind of spread the word.
So I do know. I think we have one here in Oregon. I'm pretty sure we do. I have been slower on reaching out to these big organizations or looking for people to partner with on a wider scale. It's been a year and a half since I've kind of started this, so it feels like I've done a lot and been through a lot, and the organization has grown massively, which is great. But to me, we're kind of still in the beginning phases of it, and I really want to give the entire organization and all the membership an opportunity to kind of grow, and then ask you guys what you guys would like to do and what you would like to be a part of. So I don't really want to like jump into any relationships. I probably have a relationship problem, but I don't want to jump into anything, you know, too quick. So, but I do like that idea. I do like us thinking about reaching out to these organizations and definitely working with them to kind of conduct events and do stuff like that. Like Tyler said, he's going to be volunteering at a festival coming up. Those are huge for membership generation opportunities, as well as just meeting more people. Yeah, Savannah.
Hey, Savannah here again. I know it's not something that's probably in the picture now, seeing as how we're small. But say we want to sponsor an event, would that be solely on a chapter level, or would that be something that the BDOA organization will help, you know, fund / chap, like, you know, help out with?
So both. Every time, what I have set up now is every time that a chapter does come into place, I've given them $100 to run a tournament, to run an event. So for us, I've been doing here in Oregon, I've been doing $100 prize for first place. I did the same thing for Tyler in West Virginia, and Tyler actually did a great job. So he went to the bar and partnered with them as well and said, "Hey, I'm bringing all these people in. I want you to give us some sort of kickback," right? And that bar actually put another $100 towards that tournament, and so the grand prize was $200 instead. So yes, we will help you and support you in running events. That's what this is all about. So to start off with, I usually do that $100 and give you guys something to work with, either running a tournament, a giveaway, event, whatever it might be. It's kind of up to you guys as long as it's acceptable, I guess. And then as we continue to grow, every time that so when you're a chapter, you get your own chapter page on the website. You get your own sign up page as well. Anytime that a member signs up through that page, the chapter gets $1 back. So for example, Tyler's chapter is up to 100 and whatever now. They've earned $100 through that sign up page. And now they can use that to, like you said, run events, partner with people, and do that kind of stuff. One second. So Keith, I am putting everyone else as well. I just put a Google Doc link into the chat, and it has a QR code right there on the page. You can download it. You can take a screenshot of it. Probably just take a screenshot of it. That way it's on your phone. And then anytime someone can just scan that whenever you're out and about. So we've been cruising for about 50 minutes now, a lot longer than I was expecting, but I love the conversation. So I am available to continue the conversation if people want to hang out and keep talking. If you guys have to go, that's also cool. To each their own. So I will stick around. Chapter people, I would love for you guys to stick around at least for a few more minutes, and we can chat with everyone that's left over. But everyone else that came, thank you so much. Really appreciate you guys showing up. This was like by far much bigger than I thought it was going to be. So I think this kind of shows that we should continue to have these. I would like to do these every month probably. And the plan is to have it rotate through chapter people, and they will lead this. Excuse me. All this beer giving me the burps. They will lead the kind of discussion. They'll bring different ideas. They'll bring a different presentation if that's what they want to go with, or maybe a game, event, whatever it might be. So we're going to keep rotating through people. I will set up events on Facebook so we can map out all these meetings and you guys can kind of plan more effectively. But thank you guys so much. This was awesome.
Awesome.
Cheers.
Awesome. Thank you.
Nice talking with you, Savannah.
That's not my government name, all right?
It's 2026.
Savannah, do you have a sister, Savannah? Does Savannah have a sister? Does Savannah have a sister?
Savannah does have.
Yeah, her name's Earl.
Yeah. Yeah, Savannah's sister Samuel, actually. I'm gonna hang around and listen to these chapter talks since we're talking about starting a Houston chapter.
Yeah, I really do want to start a Central Florida chapter. Because for anyone that's been in Florida, you could honestly break it up between 3 different states and it would make sense. Because the thing with Florida, the further south you go, the more north you go in the same time. It's a weird state. There's part of the reason why that there's Florida Man news headlines and nobody bats an eye that lives down here. Like, I would have to say my favorite Florida Man news headline was Florida Man arrested for robbing a Wendy's drive-thru with an alligator.
With an alligator.
With an alligator. It's about a 4-footer, so it wasn't that big. But yeah, arrested with armed robbery and molestation of wildlife. Now, before you go where everyone's mind's going right now, in the state of Florida, if you do not have a exotic animal handler's license or an exotic pet license, by just putting your finger on said alligator, it's considered molestation of wildlife. I would like to hope he didn't have sex with the alligator. Swear to God, it happened back in 2018.
What did I miss?
Nothing, Mike. Nothing. Listen, nothing. Don't fucking ask, bro.
I hear having sex.
Also, Raymond, I would like to point out that you talk like a podcaster. I know you said you have a podcast.
Yeah, I do have a
podcast. Like a
podcaster.
Bro, he sent a video like yesterday or the day before, and I was like, I gotta know, is this AI or what? Because your voice is just too perfect.
Yeah,
it's just too nice.
It's right there.
Well, I'm also talking about really good equipment too.
Yeah, me too. I'm talking on HP laptop.
Oh, HP laptop.
Space cadet over there.
Hayden, really quick, just out of time for Mike and Gary, since I know Gary's at work and Mike's at his chapter thing. Do you want to hit on what they need to know really quick, and then if they need to hop off, then the rest of us can just bullshit or whatever?
Yeah, sorry guys. Andrew, I see you. So right after this, I'll get you in here. So Mike, Jerry, thank you guys for coming. Mike, have fun at your event. What I kind of wanted to touch upon is, so we have our group chat. I would love to bring in our vice presidents as well. That way we can kind of facilitate that conversation. Not all of us are going to be available all the time. So really bringing that person and then working together with them. I would love to have a connection and be able to talk with them. So that's one thing. I would really like to say, I would like to see us kind of set goals for our chapters. I know once we hit that chapter status, it's great. It's wonderful, feels good. But I would love to see us, set either kind of a member, I don't want to say member requirement, but like aiming to get at least one member a week, I think would be really good. And just continuing to build what we have. Because once we keep spreading like that, it'll just grow like wildfire, especially out in LA, dude. If you bring in 1 or 2 people, they tell a couple people, you're going to be the biggest chapter out there. So in order to kind of give back to our members, which is the goal of this, and really show that we do have benefits for all this, I would love to start seeing us kind of set some more milestones. So maybe that's something that we can further talk about in our chat. Or, let me know what you guys think. But I think we need to set some sort of milestones and kind of expectations, not only for bringing new members in, but also generating conversations within our Facebook groups, our Instagram pages, whatever they might be, whatever our target tool is. I think we should keep generating those conversations. So that's something that we should continue to talk about, but I think we need to work on that.
Now, real quick, Hayden, have you considered doing a link tree for all the different links to all the organizations and whatnot?
No, I have not.
So,
I'm so sorry, Raymond. Can we circle back to this? Andrew has been raising his hand for a while. I'm writing that down though. Andrew, sorry, man.
All good. So, quick question. But whatever. I'm pushing for a Central Texas chapter, but I just wanted to see maybe I get a piece of advice from each president that's here. I'm struggling to get to that 15 mark.
How many people do you currently have?
Currently, I have. Let me look at the list.
Are you in
I
the chat with us?
Yeah, that's me. That's on the
Okay,
chat.
cool.
So I'm sitting at 7 right now, trying to get to that 50 mark at least by next week, maybe if I can. I have some people waiting on cards though.
I sent out a bunch of cards this morning, membership cards this
Awesome.
morning, so those will be going out. If they have packages, they're sitting right over there on the table. Those will be going out. I can touch upon this, or I would love if Tyler, if you want to jump in here. Tyler's done a great job bringing people in, and he's exploded. So
Yeah, man. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I think you and I've chatted a little bit anyway. Um,
Mhm.
there's not a cookie cutter answer for this. It's really going to be based off of what your personality is. Like myself, Mike, everybody else in that is the current leader within BDOA. We've all got different personality types. We've got different ways of recruiting. So you just got to find what works for you. Like for me, I cold call, honestly. Like it's nothing for me to go up to someone in the bar and be like, "Hey, why are you not a member yet?" And I'll just pull up my QR code and be like, "Sign up right now." And I'll watch people sign up in the bar, and my chapters kind of watch that and they kind of mimic themselves after that. And I think that's the other thing. If you hold your team to the same expectations that you hold yourself to, they're going to fall in line. So if people see me out here doing the work, grinding, asking people to sign up. Next thing you know, you've got 6, 7, 8 members that are following your lead, and then you're growing, really quick. For example, we were at I think 83, and in a night and a half, we're like, we got to get to 100, and we had 110 in the same night, and it was just people, hitting that goal. I made like a little tracker, almost, picture like, hey, we're at 83, we need like, 17 more, let's go for it, and they just blew that out of the water. So if you can not only set yourself to those goals, but also set your people to the goals, especially early on, that's going to go a long way.
Cool. Like that.
yeah, piggybacking off of what Tyler said. So those goals are a great way to do it. If you can kind of pit yourself against another chapter, or if you want to pit yourself against someone else in the chat, right, and say, hey, this city is like 3 people away from getting their chapter status. I really want to beat them. We need to like come together. Let's make sure that we're the 6th chapter. Right now we're only at 5. So, holding those like low positions is kind of honorable in its own way. You can kind of, say like, hey, I was the 6th chapter ever, and now we're at 40, 50, 60, right? So like if you can pit yourself in some sort of a competition, even if it's made up, those can really, really get people excited.
Cool. Like that. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. We have where are we at? We just talked to Andrew. Is there another Savannah in the? I saw another Savannah.
No, I think it's just.
Oh yeah, so I had
There
my
you go.
hand raised. Yeah, because hey, I was just gonna. So I'm a veteran. I just got out of the military like a year ago. I joined this just because I wanted like a social club of belonging because the transition is always super hard. So I just was curious on like what your background is. You seem so social and friendly, and you have this idea. I think it's funny. So I was wondering what your background is. Is it like in business or?
So my background is after I graduated college, I went into the Peace Corps. I went into Nepal. I lived in Nepal for around total like maybe 8 or 9 years. I got my master's while I was over there, and I started working in the development field. So I was like on the ground doing a lot of project development, talking, communicating with people, and building a lot of communities that way. So that's kind of where my background falls into this. After I finished working overseas with like the World Bank and building these projects and communities, I came back about a year ago and decided to go all in on Beer Drinkers of America. Back in college, I threw a lot of parties and really enjoyed doing that. Really enjoyed bringing people together and just having fun. I like seeing people smile. I like bringing people together if they're not by, if they're by themselves or if they don't have that community. I like to say, hey, come hang out with us, meet this person, meet this person. You guys are like-minded. You guys might vibe, hang out, chill out. So that's kind of quick synopsis of what my background is.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, like I said, I appreciate what you do, and community is everything. I try and find it in everything. So I found this little I found BDOA through a Facebook ad personally, and I'm like, fuck it, it's $15. So here I am. But yeah,
So,
I appreciate it. I just want to learn more about you. Thank you.
yeah, thank you, sir. Where are you from, Savannah?
So I was born and raised in Tampa, Florida. I know Raymond probably saw me going crazy in the chat. It's like about 813. But currently I live in Texas, but I'm about to move back to Florida in about a year to join Raymond's chapter. So yes,
Just going back for Raymond, huh? You just want to go to Raymond's chapter. We got a chapter here in Oregon too. You can come hang out with us.
Hell yeah! It's time for me to go back home to Cigar City and enjoy some high life straight from the source.
Nice. Hell of a place to visit.
Hell yeah!
Well, thank you so much, Savannah, for all that. That was very nice. So I appreciate that. We do. I know someone else earlier mentioned being a veteran, military. We have a significant following within the organization of veterans and active military people. I just sent one out today to a forward operating base somewhere. So we have a lot of that community, which is great. I would love to find a way to bring you guys together, one, and two, I was never part of that community, so it's a little bit different for me, but I would love to locate a leader. I would love to locate a leader that would take that up and kind of bring, active military people and veterans together. So if that's something you're interested in, Savannah, hit me up on Instagram, shoot me an email, and we can talk. Or if you have someone in mind that might want to take that role, I would love to start forming some sort of group around that community within the organization.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! I'll be in touch. Getting, like I said, community is everything, but veterans, the community is even more important. The transition, getting out of the military can be kind of tough. Yeah. So yeah, I'm happy to have something like this and get with other weirdos like me. I'd appreciate that. Veterans, and it'd be fun because veterans can outdrink everyone else here. That is a threat. That is a challenge, by the way.
You should have seen. I don't know if you saw everyone's face.
She's
Everyone
from
was
Florida.
like,
She's from Florida. I believe her.
Excuse me. Hello.
Texas on top.
Teachers are not that far behind you.
Challenge accepted.
Texas on top.
Speaking for all teachers of America, we're might be ahead of you.
I was born in Russia. I think I got this.
Everyone's got an origin story why they're the best drinker out there. Savannah, did you have your hand raised again?
Yeah, so this one's a little bit more specific. I messaged in the Discord. I signed my wife up, and for some reason, I think it put it under my name. I think it's because I pay with my Google account. I was seeing if there's any way I can get the card in her name, or if it's just kind of shit out of luck kind of deal.
We're never shit out of luck, my friend. Can you give me the member numbers?
Ooh, I can give you the order number.
Oh, that's not going to help. That's a little bit more difficult. What's your last name?
I don't know if it's coming in my name or her name, but I got the email when I put her email.
So this was a recent. Are you talking about this?
It was last night or 2 nights ago. I think last night.
What would the last name be?
Either Schlichter or Wilkinson.
Like I can spell Schlickerson or whatever.
Schlichter is SCHLICHTER.
Can you message me on Instagram or something? Then we'll take care of it from there.
Yeah.
Cool. Appreciate that. That'll be easier. Jerry.
Chapter, yeah.
You're on mute, buddy.
Okay, so question, for the members that may sign up with Beer Drinkers of America and they don't use a direct link, I saw the map that you shared, and I tried to not in a stupid way, but I tried to locate ones that are near where I live, and some actually are half a mile from where I live. But then I was just thinking they may not know that there's a Beer Drinkers of America chapter literally a mile from where I live. So I was thinking if there's a way to centralize or streamline emails and actually in a very professional, just hey bud, we're gonna have events going on, and they may not even know that we're an LA chapter. And I think the proximity to LA so can dance, that might actually spike up our numbers without us even knowing organically. Because I feel like there was a member who's card number, I think it was number 39 or something, And I'm like, oh, I don't know, they're still in downtown LA, but that's half a mile from where I live, So just an idea, not to cut the numbers, but just to bring everybody back into the community,
No, I definitely agree with you. I have no problem reaching out to past members, that have not, that, like you said, that don't know about this, I would love to bring all of them into the chapter. So it's not about padding numbers or anything. I don't care about that. I just want people to come together for that community. So what I have been doing is anytime that someone reaches out to me and says, hey, I want to build a chapter or whatever it might be, I go and I send them a list of the cities that are close, or that, for you example, I would send you all the cities that are in California. You would go through them. You would put an X next to them. You would highlight the ones that are close enough, 30 to 40 miles away from you, that can meet up. And then I shoot them out an email introducing you, putting a contact information there, and then they can get back to me, or they can email you directly through that. So yeah, if anyone here is trying to work on starting a chapter or anything like that, email me, message me on Instagram. I will put the state list together, send you them all, and then you can highlight which cities are close enough. I don't know where all y'all live. I haven't been to many states, so I need your help with that aspect. But I'll shoot out an email and make sure you guys can kind of meet people.
Yeah, and just to piggyback off of that, one one tool that we kind of have used as chapter presidents, which I hope you're using as well, I know Michael is the Excel sheet. So keeping every member number that you have, their name, and then maybe a social tag as well. So if you've already got that going on, you can send that over to us, and we can also access the email list from the back end. And if there's anybody that lives locally, that'll help us, kind of divide it down instead of doing a mass email. Now we already see who you've got, and then we can focus in a little bit from there.
So we have a few people in here that have not spoke, not to, make you guys speak or anything like that. But if you guys would like the floor and kind of jump in here, I'd love to hear from you guys. I'm just going to name out some names. Don't feel obligated. Tony, if you want to jump in here and talk. Ryan, if you want to talk. Jonathan, Jennifer, Francis, fireflies.ai, Damon, Francis, you've already spoke. Thank you. When I just saw you.
Taking out the recording.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I think everyone else has, but yeah, if any of you guys would love to jump on the floor and talk.
Yeah, man. So I'm Tony. I'm in Oregon, Salem, Oregon. Yeah, I was one that was talking about, maybe doing some kind of dues of some kind. I think that would help. Even if it's not like, even if we're partnering with bars and other locations, you know what I mean? Like getting T-shirts, getting merch. You know what I mean? That's just not free, but you can get, if you buy it in bulk, you usually get it for super cheap. You know what I mean? So even if it's not like a monthly dues, like if we say like, okay, hey, in the next quarter, here's our goal. We want to get everybody a shirt. So here's the amount that we need. We're looking for donations, kind of thing. We could do something like that. I think that'd be a great idea. Also, like I run a cannabis dispensary here in Oregon. We were the first dispensary to adopt a road. That really helped generate sales, because all you got to go do is we get together once a quarter. We go clean up whatever road, you know what I mean, and they give you 2 signs. I'm pretty sure that's nationwide. They give you 2 signs. You can put whatever you want. You just put BDOA, so that way they don't kook us up about putting beer on a sign or something like that. But there's another idea for generating memberships.
Love that. So I have been thinking about this adopt a road thing. The long-term vision or goal for that is I would love to adopt a road, have us go out there and clean it up, do all that stuff, and we can get shirts. And I would like to have some sort of education-based part of that. I would really like to promote safe drinking and drive, like don't drink and drive, safety first and all that kind of stuff. So I think that really ties into adopting a road, and then we can put that on our shirts, right? We can be, I don't know, the pit crew, where we, designate a driver and stuff like that. And I want to get into that aspect as well. So I really love the idea of safe drinking and driving and getting an adopt a road program. You're in Salem?
Yes, sir. Actually, I'm just over the border in Kaiser.
Have you been to any of the events? I don't recognize the beard.
I haven't had a chance to make it out just yet. I recently just got a car, so now I'm mobile. I should be able to make it out to more events.
Goes against the whole drinking and driving we just talked about. But yes. Dope. That is dope. I am actually, I don't know if this is something of your interest, but I would like to step away from the leader of the Salem chapter and focus more on the broader national level and working with everyone. So if
Right.
that's something that you might be interested in, hit me up, email or Instagram.
Yeah.
And we can talk about that. But
I
I would
most,
love to
def-
see some.
I most definitely will, brother.
Dope. I would love to see someone else in that role.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's something I'd love to step into.
Dope. Let's talk about it. Savannah.
Yeah. So I know it's something that's not anything anytime soon. But is there any kind of idea on like a national meetup in like a central location or something like that?
So what I fantasized about is that we have these national competitions. Beer pong is by far, I'll admit, by far our favorite drinking game ever. That and Cheers to the Governor. If you guys haven't played Cheers to the Governor, great fucking game. I would like to have these national based competitions, and then whichever person wins that national event, we would then host something in their state. And that way we can kind of travel around to different locations around the country, whoever wants to. And it brings that kind of like state pride and that camaraderie, right? You really want to win that event. You want to bring the people back to your state. So long-term goal, yes, I would like to host national events. I would like to host in-person national events. How we're going to get there, I'm not quite sure. I think we might be a little bit a ways from that with only 2,800 members, but that is the goal.
Yeah, we're all still babies here, so
you are all my children.
Yep. Thanks for birthing me, Father.
You're welcome. Let's see.
Hi guys. I don't have anything to contribute chapter wise. I just wanted to pop in and say hello. I'm originally from Salem, Oregon, but currently I'm in Vietnam, and it's 8:17 a.m. in the morning here, so I'm not drinking a beer. But Hayden, I just wanted to say thank you for doing all of this. I know you're a one-man show, and I know it takes a lot of work, so thanks for doing all this, and we all appreciate you.
Thank you, Jen. Have you had a beer in Vietnam?
I have. I had an IPA last night. I don't remember what it was called, but it was delicious, and it tasted like home, so.
It's an IPA, so it's probably like tree bark.
Hey, they have pretty good beer here.
Thank you, Jen. Let's see. I want to give the floor to anyone else that might want it. Like I said, if you guys need to take off whenever, by all means, do so.
If I may?
Yep.
So, I went through and said through the messages, but I did mention possibly partnering up with a rideshare provider and possibly getting discounts to events in different states. I don't know what the logistics would be on that. That way, no one's going through and drinking and driving. Everybody's making it safe. And being able to go through and get to the event and leave the event safely, maybe, perhaps, I'm just saying, a good idea.
Yeah, so I think so I know like my day job is I'm a corporate analyst for Toyota. So we partner with Uber or Lyft or whatever, especially out of Plano, Texas, or wherever we might have an area. And then from what I'm understanding is if you contact just Uber or Lyft, depending on how many people, you can get group rates. So if you are experiencing a festival or something like a big chapter hangout, you can contact them, a couple weeks before. Go ahead and set those group rates up and have cars waiting almost. Have 3, 4, whatever you might need, and that'll kind of let the drivers be on standby, and of course have cheaper rides as well.
All right.
That's a solid idea. I did not know that, Tyler, so that's good. Another thing that we could look into is, everything with more people, more members makes it much, much easier to organize and do all this kind of stuff. But let's say we're doing like a festival. Tyler's going to go to this festival this weekend with a bunch of members. That's something we can look into, maybe hiring a van or hiring just one shuttle or whatever it might be, and then kind of all riding together, and that also brings people together and make sure that we're all getting there safely. So I do like that, and I think that can be tied into like adopt a road, safe drinking and driving, don't drink and drive, that kind of stuff. So that's a solid suggestion, right? Savannah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so talking about big group events, as a German beer advocate, are there any plans for Oktoberfest for Beer Drinkers of America? Some kind of national event, some kind of whatever.
I'm planning Beer Olympics this summer. I was planning that like late August, so not necessarily Oktoberfest. But dude, any events that you would like to do and you would like to put on, talk to me and we can make it happen. Like I said, I want to kind of do what you guys want to do and see. So bring those to my attention. We can discuss them, figure out how we can do them. The only thing, especially here in Oregon, which really, really sucks, is our liquor laws are like super strict. We're not really allowed to do much of anything that promotes binge drinking or excessive drinking. And so, like, we did beer pong last year. We had 20 or 30 teams, something like that. We got the okay from the liquor OLCC, so the Oregon Liquor Cannabis whatever Commission. They're like, yeah, go for it. And then 2 days after the event, they showed up at the brewery and were like, never again. Don't ever do this again. So we're kind of, it's hard to do certain events in certain states, and I am not aware of all the liquor laws across the nation. So for those types of events, I would really lean on the people present in those states and the chapters present in those states.
Yeah, for example, like West Virginia, we did St. Patrick's Day. We did a big St. Patty's Day bar crawl. And kind of like Hayden was talking earlier, we had a party bus. One of our local bars actually bought a party bus. So that was kind of the launch of it. They let us go out, like 15, 16 different bars, start at like, 9 a.m. You get back at like midnight or whatever. And you're just hitting up every bar on the strip. So that was kind of a cool idea too.
What were you thinking in terms of Oktoberfest kind of idea?
So nothing specifically yet, but I'm a big Oktoberfest guy. My dad was born and raised in Germany. It's just kind of the culture that I grew up with. I've just got to kind of think of a way that it can be, broad.
Mm-hmm.
Think of a way that different states can be involved. Because one of the big things, you have your beer stein holding contests and stuff like that, which could be possible. You would just have to maybe send in a video of how long you're holding the beer stein, something like that.
So yeah, I'm sorry to cut you off. Keep going.
No, you're good. I was just stuttering.
So yes, so like with that, the beer shotgunning idea that people keep asking me about, we're gonna do that virtually. So if you send in a video, that's like your submission. It doesn't need to be public. You can email it to me. You can Google Drive it, whatever, however you want to get it to me is cool. But some sort of submission is all we need, and then we can do beer stein holds and stuff like that. I know for the Beer Olympics, I'm planning a decathlon for the Beer Olympics, so there'd be 10 events. That is one of the events.
Okay.
But like I mentioned earlier, Andrew, I see your hand. Just 1 second. Like I mentioned earlier, I would really like to have more of those virtual types of events, especially because a lot of us are just out there in the wild by ourselves and we don't have that chapter. So anytime that we can do those types of things, it's awesome. So yes to your ideas, and if you have more, let's keep talking.
Ross.
Andrew.
Real fast, just the idea. Do we plan on doing any like themed merch, like the Oktoberfest? That's real big over here. I know a lot of people like stuff like that, shirts, hats, stuff like that.
So one thing I didn't get a chance to mention. I forgot, whatever it might be. I will put it in the newsletter, but I'm by no means a designer. So when it comes to designing new merch, it takes me a long time. Otherwise, I just get like super frustrated and I was like, this is dumb. Like I can't figure it out, right? So if we have people in the organization that are designers, if you know someone in your community or your circle that can design and help with producing these new shirt designs, then yes, I want to put more merch out there. I want to get more shirts, for sure, hats. Right now we have hats in a couple different colors. We have a couple different shirts. We have some koozies. We're gonna get some more koozies off of the request of West Virginia. I'm looking at lanyards. But any other merch ideas that you guys have, or let me know. I just need help with the designing aspect. So to kind of sum that all up, looking for a designer that can help with producing new designs for Beer Drinkers of America. And if you are that person, or if you know someone, I would love to have that. I would love to keep it within the community and utilize our members. That way they can produce something for us and for themselves, and I can recognize them. And I just want to give back to the community. So any way that we can do that is cool.
Okay, cool. Yeah, for sure. I know a couple people that are designers and stuff like that and love beer as well. Maybe I can get them in on board on BDOA and then maybe get them in as a designer or something.
That would be dope. Yeah, that would be dope. I would love to first have them as a member. Second, if they can produce something awesome for everyone to wear nationwide, even better.
All right, cool.
I'll write them a letter of recommendation.
All right.
Any place. Mr. Beer Drinker says this guy is good. I will give that to them and sign it.
Cool.
Thank you, Andrew.
If I may quick, our reservation's about over for our space, so I'm gonna have to sign off early. I do apologize for having to sign off early, but
dude, I thought you were leaving earlier. I said class dismissed earlier.
Oh, I missed that. But
yeah, dude, that was like 45 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah, I missed that. But no, I want to see our members off and everything. So I really do appreciate everybody taking time out of your days to just come together and help us make this better. Use us to your advantage. Hayden, myself, Tyler, Jerry, like, just if you have questions, just ask. We're here to help.
Thank you, Michael. I appreciate you coming and showing up while you guys were having this meeting. It was cool to see everyone there.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
I love beer. This sounds fun. Sure, why not?
Whoever said I love beer, I like that guy.
It looks like lots of hands. I think Savannah was first on that one.
Yeah, I was going to say, backing up what Canyon Falls was saying, this is a great community. I've been having a great time so far. I was pre-1000, so I'll take that as a win. So I'm
up there on that.
Yep, I'm up there. Been a great community. Love it so far. Trying to do what I can to make it better, you know. So pros to everybody in here.
Pros.
Cheers. Thank you. Tony?
Yeah, so I was gonna ask when you guys did the beer pong tournament, did you guys do like a legit beer pong tournament or was it like a water pong tournament?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Because I know around town, like for instance, like Duffy's, or whatever the hell it's called now, Honky Tonk is what it's called now. They do like for what do you call it, like a fundraiser for an individual person. Like, oh hey, so and so's having health issues, so we're raising money for them. So we're doing a water pong tournament, and they'll do it at the bar. So that way, I mean, it's just an event that we could do. That's still a competition. We can still drink our beer, and at least in Oregon, we might be able to still get away with it. Another thing I think we should tap into, I don't know how big the disc golf community is everywhere else, but I know here in Salem, Oregon, huge disc golf community. And I can't tell you, I don't think I've ever been out disc golfing and didn't see a couple guys with the beers in their hand. So there's a huge community that we could tap into. We could be doing our own disc golf tournaments here, Hayden. Costs us nothing to do. You get on disc, like UDisc, can set up a tournament for free. People can join, pay a fee or not. We can do a free tournament kind of thing. Maybe do like a disc with a Beer Drinkers of America stamp as the win. But really, it's more getting people in there, telling them about us, and trying to get more people on board.
Yes to both of those. First question was the beer pong. We did water pong. And I submitted everything to the OLCC, and they
still said no more. They still said never again.
They said never again. Yeah, I went and had a meeting with them. It was supposed to be like a one-on-one meeting with this guy, and we're supposed to talk through it. 4 people showed up and they just fucking steamrolled me, dude. It was bad.
Oh wow!
I was like, "Who are all you people?" And they're like, "We just happen to be in the office." So I was like, "Okay."
Oh wow! You know what's crazy is
We're
like
just
I know
lawyers that just happen to be here.
there's a cannabis company down in Eugene that hosts every couple months they host a thing called the Session in Ninkasi Brewing, where it's separated. One area is for smoking, one area is for drinking. So it's crazy to me that they would allow something like that to go through, but not let us do like a water pong style tournament. That's insane. But that's the OLCC for you. I mean, like I said, I run a cannabis dispensary, so I work pretty directly with them, and they're incompetent. The incompetence level is there.
It's definitely tough. So yes, we did a water pong tournament. Hopefully we can get something going again because it was $1,000. I gave $1,000 grand prize for that too. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
The disc golf. I'm a big disc golfer. I've been part of Capital City Disc Golf for a while.
Oh, dude. Okay, so we definitely know some people together.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to be doing the doubles tournament down in Roseburg in a couple.
Okay.
Is that next month or whatever? The big doubles tournament. I do that every year with my best friend from high school.
Okay.
So, dude, if you want to put on some disc golf tournaments, I will come win them. That sounds great.
Okay. There we go. All right. Yeah, dude, we'll be in touch, bro.
Cool. Are you on Instagram?
I am.
Okay, so message me on there. I'm kind of responsive on Facebook. I'm much better on Instagram though.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I try to stay away from Facebook as much as possible. So,
Savannah.
I know I'm asking a lot of questions right now.
No, bro. Keep it going. I love it.
This was back to my question about the membership card. I have an Instagram, but I'm not really on it. You're on the Discord?
I am on the Discord. I don't really do too much on it. There's a kid, another Houston kid that's running it.
I know exactly who you're talking about. Got it. I'll talk to him.
Sandwich.
Yep. I'll talk to him.
What was your question?
Oh, just how to reach you. That was it. Yeah, okay. But I'll talk to Sandwich.
Yeah, you can message me on Facebook. Message me I'm the Dolphin Dude on Discord. You can message me on there.
Okay, gotcha. Yep, thank you.
And my email, if you want to email me, Hayden@beerdrinkersofamerica.org.
Perfect. Very professional. Like it.
Yeah, and I dropped both emails in the chat earlier, both yours and mine, for some questions.
Dope. Thank you.
Can you redrop those so I don't scroll all the way back up? I appreciate it.
I was not paying attention to the chat at all when I was doing the presentation. Everything was kind of off. Yeah, Tony.
Yeah, as I was piggybacking what he said, I was going to ask you to drop your Instagram link. That way I know how to get a hold of you. And then also about membership cards. Are we in a position to do replacement membership cards? My wallet's kind of starting to tear mine up. It's got some life left in it, but I'm just asking for like future reference.
Yeah. So there's the Instagram. What I do with those is replacement cards. I either do $10 for a replacement card, or if you want to sign up another buddy for $14.99, I give you a replacement card for free.
No, there we go.
So I try to push new members through that way. So sign up a buddy in your area, and then I'll get you a replacement card for free.
Excellent deal.
Yep.
Are there any kind of membership cards for those who were here for X amount of time versus X amount of time? If that makes sense.
You mean like a 2-year anniversary?
Yeah.
So yes, I'm gonna put those into place.
Okay.
I am not sure about how they will look at the design. I haven't thought about the design close enough, or if we just want to put a badge on it or make them a different color, whatever it might be. I'm assuming, to be honest, that at some point the design of the card will probably change. This front part is more or less going to be the same, except for we're not going to be lifetime memberships always. That's probably something I'll take to a vote when we get to like 5,000.
Yeah.
And then we'll kind of go to like a 2-year or 5-year membership, 2-year membership, and we'll start tiering down, as well as the price of the memberships are just going to go up as well. $14.99.
Yeah,
they can't be like that forever.
Inflation.
Yeah, dude. But I'm assuming the back. I'm assuming that the back of the cards are going to change. I would love, fantasy wise, I would love to see like a a QR code. Each of us have our own profile with our stats, our chapter, XYZ, whatever it might be, and then have a QR code on the back that links to that, or the QR code that links to the chapter page where you can find more information. Some sort
I know me personally, and I feel like probably a lot of members in here currently, I'm willing to pay for another card. I know we have the lifetime membership. That's dope as fuck. But I'm willing to pay for another card. You know? I don't know about everybody else, but that's just me.
So we had, like, I did a Christmas card this year.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, man, I wish I got that.
And then I had one green card as well. So whoever won that competition got the green card. So there's
that was a guy out of Pennsylvania, I believe. We did the drawing for that one.
Yep. Yeah, Tyler and them did a home run derby to practice for that. Yeah, I don't know where the Christmas card. These are all the extra misprint cards that I've printed over the time. These are all extra, couple hundred different cards. For example, we got Andrew Waljatias, number 109 right there.
And then maybe at some point have member specific, like chapter specific cards. That'd be cool.
I think that'll go into what he was saying before about getting like a graphic designer or somebody to design people's logos and things like that. But that's a great idea.
I think that should boil. I think that should boil down to the chapter. I think the chapter should be able. Me personally, I think the chapter should be able to design their logo, whatever, and just have that little imprint on that card.
I agree.
Yeah. So, like, I know we just kind of messed around at the beginning, but I turned my camera off, so my logo right now is actually the West Virginia one we made. Took it right off of the Beer Drinkers of America logo. Just put the state instead of everything else behind it. Kind of have the beer mug still in the middle with the stars around. And I know that's kind of taken off around a lot of different chapters as well.
Yeah, something like that would be dope as fuck.
All right, boys. I can't tell you how much of a pleasure this has been. Hayden, I will be in touch with you. My lady's sitting over here dying for a beer, so we're gonna get our Friday night beers on. And thank you so much, everybody. Prost. Let's do this again soon. Like you said, Hayden. Like maybe once a month, we'll get on here and just shoot the shit. Even it's helping build the community amongst its leaders. I think is going to help build the community as a whole. So starts at the base, right?
Definitely agree with that. Thank you so much, Tony. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. We'll be in touch, buddy. And thank you again, guys.
Thanks, man.
Easy. Have a good night.
Plus, salute.
Hey, Raymond, so I'm having an issue with your chat there. I'm kind of having a stroke reading your message. You want to go over that one for me? Maybe one card for members and one for members.
I was trying to read that
too. So I may have been drinking.
No.
Allegedly. No, like honestly, I'm about 11 beers deep. So have one card for members, for your standard member across the board,
and then another
one for the chapter is what I meant to write. Because, well, what happens here versus what happens here, totally different things.
It's tough out here in the streets, man.
So, dude, it is the absolute most hardest time for a PIM, is what I'm just saying.
Okay, so you're saying one card for members and then one card for chapter.
Per chapter, correct.
I have toyed with the idea of having president cards. So this is an example, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then on the back, founding father, member number, QR code, and then go to the chapter. So I haven't thought necessarily for all member chapter cards. One thing that we are working on now, so Tyler's chapter just crossed the 100 member mark. And when you have 100 members, you get, we're giving out coins. And they will
morale
be
coins?
Sorry?
Morale coins?
Like AA coins. Like metal. Yeah.
Achievement exception.
Yes. An achievement coin. There we go. We call it that.
There we go.
So we're going to do that at 100 members.
Right.
And we'll disperse those at 50 members. So that's another way to give back to the members and the chapters. So like one side would have the logo, and then the other side would probably have whatever the chapter decides on. We haven't to be honest, we haven't discussed this like at all. So it's up for discussion. If you guys have ideas, that'd be great. I know Savannah was saying having the chapter decide on it. I think that's probably the best way to go. And figuring out like that. So I do want to, stepping aside from that comment of giving those coins out, I haven't thought of a chapter card per se, but I would like to have something more designated for the chapter leaders. So in a chapter, we have a president, vice president, and we should have a treasurer. Those are the three main positions that we have, especially since I will be giving money out to the chapter leaders to run events, XYZ. We need to have a treasurer, but the other two people are mainly the point of contacts and helping organize the groups.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and then on top of that, kind of going into it, I've also added secretaries to my chapter as well. So we've got, obviously a bunch of different bars that we're lively in, and just kind of going with the same presidential terminology. We're going to have the secretaries of each bar, and they're going to just be the head of that bar, being able to communicate things and events back up to the vice president and myself, help recruiting new members, educating current members, and then just kind of being the face of BDOA within that specific bar.
Savannah, was that you?
Oh yes, my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was unmuted.
That was great. You were muted until you burped, and then you were unmuted, so it was even better.
God damn it, Savannah! You're representing Florida the completely different way that it should be.
Hey, that's a Florida man right there.
Florida has no class. That's how I'm going to be representing it. Redneck filth. That's all I do. That's how I'm representing it.
Honey,
my bad.
All that mullet going on right there.
All right, guys. We're like an hour and 40 minutes into it. I think I gotta go for sure. If there's any last little comments, let's hear them. Otherwise, enjoy your Friday night.
Hayden, thank you so much.
Hey, can I say hi?
No.
Yeah.
You guys should know.
Dude, I called you already. What's up, Brian?
Yeah, I know. It's hard. I'm running a bar too, so I got to keep my eyes on that. I'm up here in Idaho, Genesee. Just want to give a shout out, a thank you. I'm still kind of new to this, member 402, and I want to be more involved and help out a little more. And I will try and do that as much as I can. We got a few members in the town. There's 5, maybe 8 members, and I will try and get a chapter together. I'll talk to some more people, throw the card out there, and see what we can do.
Idaho's a beautiful state.
So y'all have like 6 members out there. I recognize the city name. I just looked. So appreciate you jumping in here, Ryan, and talking to us. I didn't know you owned a bar, though. That's awesome. Or you work at a bar, whatever it might be.
I own it. I just bought it a year ago. And talking about beer, I'm drinking a 3 Bear beer from here in Genesee, brewed here in Genesee. We got 1,000 people in this town, very, very small. So we'll do what we can.
Cool. I love it, man. If any help that you might need, just reach out to me. Email, Instagram, whatever it might be. I'd love to talk to you and continue to build that community. Especially you guys already got 6 people there. I mean, you're already further ahead than a lot of people. So each of you bring in 2 people and you have chapter status. Throw it up in your bar, and that would be great. All right, fellas. Cheers to everyone. Thank you all for sticking around. Savannah as well. Both Savannahs. Both of you ladies. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Cheers. Bye, guys. Have a blessed weekend.
Have a good one, everyone.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
There was another Tyler in here. Didn't know.
They can only do one.
Appreciate it, Andrew. Can't wait to see where this goes. Y'all have a good one.
See you guys.
We'll talk soon.
Are we all signing off? Yeah. Hayden, we're all good?
Yep. Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
Love you guys. Thank you, Tyler.
See you guys.
Thank you, Hayden.
Yeah. Have a good one.